And then we pitched that plan, and they came up with this really horrible valuation. And on one side they're saying, oh, you've done a great job with so much little money, and you're a great CEO, you're a great first-time CEO. We've never met anybody like you. Like it's like I'm God in their eyes, right? And your customers are singing. I've never had. One of them emailed me a report from his analyst. He goes, Nitin, in my 20 years of doing this, I've never seen a report like this. Okay, so I'm on cloud nine. So anyway, long story short, we negotiate. We walked away from it. I said, you know what? Maybe I should just sell the company. And then my CFO, Bob, he goes, no. It's money on the table. Why do you want to say no? And my then wife and now ex-wife said, no, I think we should go back and look at this. So we went back. We cut a deal, $7.5 million, 50%, 51% of the company. Okay, majority board. I was stupid. I should have negotiated the other $2.5 million as cash to me and to my shareholders. So at least we have a partial exit. So all my shareholders at least get the money out, right? Didn't do it. Because the CFO said, don't ask for that, you won't get the deal. And now I think about it, and I think I could have gotten a deal. Because I put my entire business that I had created with my team, with very little money, that was profitable. We didn't need the money, we had $500,000 in the bank. And we gave the company away. Thinking we're going to go public. So, should I keep going? Because there's more to add.
Yeah.
So
in fact, the next question is that I think one of the unique experience that Nitin comes with is buying equity back from the VC, and which not too many entrepreneurs have done. And I'm sure that many of the entrepreneurs you might have met, even on this forum, this is one of the very unique things that he has done. So it would be great to hear what prompted that and how did he make that happen.
Okay, so I'll continue on. So now we're in September 1999, and by the way, right around that time, one of my biggest partners that keeps trying to buy me came in and they wanted to buy us, but we already took the term sheet and we already had taken the money. So they backed off. They bought some stupid competitor of ours that they eventually gave us that business because they couldn't run it. So anyway, so we took the $7.5 million in tranches, which we didn't know. They said, oh, we thought we'd get the 7.5 up front. They go, no, we'll tranche you because it helps us with our IRR, which is complete bullshit. Just IRR for what, 3 months later, I'll get $2 million. So that was another, I should have known, but I didn't know, right? So we took the money in September, we're end of December, so we went from 30 employees to 60 employees in 4 months. And we hired Oracle Consulting, and this is the big spend that's happening, back, all those guys who were around doing the .com, B2B.com, some people are laughing, days. And we visited, so we looked at Microsoft, we looked at Oracle, we looked at some microsystems. Microsoft sent us to some company out of Seattle that was doing vegetables. They were selling groceries on the internet, and there was some drug company on the internet that was using Microsoft. And you walk into their facilities, and they're like 5-star hotels, right? Their kitchens look like restaurants. I mean, now it's even crazier. But at least these companies make money, like Google makes money. But these companies were making no money. So those were our inspiration, right? To spend the money. So we, and then my CFO was saying that if we're going to go public, you got to have infrastructure. You can't be in this office space. You got to get, you're going to hire all these people. You got to hire an HR VP and this director and that director. So, I'm hearing all this, right? And I'm a scrappy guy. I built this with nothing, right? For me, making money is not spending money, right? I'm very good to that way. So we took the money. So we're building the product, and all of that is going well. And we have a lot of interest from the big brands like Bosch and Lomb. They're flying in their private jet to meet with us. It's just Essilor. How many of you have heard of Essilor? They're like, 10 meetings with Essilor. They've hired McKinsey to do an analysis of how they're going to be in the e-commerce business, right? So all these guys, I'm talking to all the big brands. So they take me to an investment conference in New York. I think it was the Alex Brown, which I don't even know if they exist. And they introduced me to a banker from a company called DLJ, which I don't even know if it exists. But this guy comes in the room, and I kind of give him a synopsis of where we are. We're going to have this product released, and and he goes, you need to raise another 25 million. I haven't even spent one penny of the 7.5 that I raised, because I'm still spending the money that was in the bank. So he goes, you need to hire a management team. You need to get your product out, and you raise a Series B of 25 million, and we will take you out and write an S1 is the document you write to go public in the US. And you get going on your S1, and we will take you out at 650 million pre-money. My post-money valuation was 15 million in September. In 9 months, they will take me public for 650 million pre-money. I'm 29 years old. Okay? I mean, this was like, I couldn't believe it. My CFO, Bob, he goes, Nitin, you're going to be richer than your board member, this guy, Dr. Kapoor, who is actually, by the way, on the billionaires list. Last year, he made it to the Forbes billion. You're going to be richer than him. I'm like, that's not what my objective is, but okay. So, I'll take it. So, and then the VCs pull me to a side and they go, Nitin, spend the money. You haven't spent any money yet. Why aren't you spending the money? Think about big, growing big, right? It's better to take a small piece of a big pie than have a large piece of a small pie, a small pie. So, okay, great advice. And you're going to be my partners. We're your partners. We'll help you. We'll help you with the 25 million, right? So we launched this plan. So March of 2000. So by this time, we've already designed our new Taj Mahal, that 40,000 square feet building that we're going to move into. We're going to have a rec room, bunk beds, and showers, and all that kind of stuff. Like fancy conference room, Italian marble, all being. We've hired a CFO, we've hired a controller, a person who's going to write the S1. We've gone from 60 employees to 200 employees in 6 months. I don't even know who these people are. So, but the only smart thing I did was, because we were so short on resources, so one way that I've kept my costs low is I used the same internship program that I got hired. I used that to hire some people, and they all ended up from Pune. Okay? So I would hire like 6 packs at a time, and they all would get J1s. And we had a good relationship with the consulate. I knew whoever the visa section head was. He became a good friend via email, and so everybody would go there and he would stamp them a visa and off they are, right? So we had, by that time, with Oracle Consulting, we had 25 developers from India, all junior developers. So this was the senior team, which was fine. It was great. We can do 5 million things at once, which we were. So, so then March 2002, we're going to raise 25 million bucks. 2000. So we talked to all the big name VCs. Oh yeah. Oh, United Healthcare, and these guys are involved. Yeah. No, we're in. And including one who said I had too many Indians in the company. I took him out of the equation because I'm not going to give him one. So I was presenting at an investment conference, same investment conference where I met these guys in Nashville, and the markets crashed. I don't know how many remember, in 2000, there was a big dip in price. And you literally could see the blood draining from these guys that were all interested. Suddenly the interest started waning. So long story short, by April we had no money raised, so the VCs came in, did a slightly up round, still believed in the vision